Alrighty.
What do I do to sit down?
T/E sit chair. All one.
Alright, we're recording. So, we're setting off the deployment tomorrow. By the time that we leave base for infantry and the rest of MP, it's going to be around like probably the 8 o'clock mark. We're going to have JTTF go in first, make sure that the runway is clear and surrounding area. Followed by that is going to be equipment and transport coming in with troops. I have 2 rotations coming in. If you guys would like to know what rotation you guys are, it is on the sheets that I am sending you. Other than that, hopefully everything goes good. At the same time, I'm hoping that it will show us as well who is active and who is not in the military, so we can start clearing up the roster.
Is this 8 p.m. CST or 8 p.m. EST?
I believe it's EST, is it not? They're Noah. We're shooting for
Everything
EST?
everything will be hosted at EST.
Okay.
So for those that aren't there, it's 7 p.m. CST.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Have school tomorrow?
and also if you're PST, then just do 3 hours from that. So 8 o'clock would be yeah. Or, wait, what? Say that again?
5.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So just arrive there maybe 30-ish minutes early. We'll probably do another meeting, like a briefing, before we go ahead and do this. I will be explaining how this is going to work for the fighting standpoint. So how this is going to work is JTF2 and /JTTF or JTF. JTF2 is going to be going from a helicopter in the middle of the night. We're gonna in game. We're going to be landing. We're going to find a cleared area. And we're going to then gain some intel. The infantry or whatever MPs are going to swap over to infantry for that. We're going to get some landing crafts. We're going to land on whatever beach is the most clearest and the one that makes the most sense. We're going to go work our way, clear the airfield. Once that's clear, then we will be taking control of that. Vehicles will be coming in afterwards of laptops. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, laptops, or what is it? Yeah, so, yeah, tap Vs. So, tap Vs will be coming in through helicopters as well as a bunch of transports. We'll get some ATVs as well down there. Then we'll start patrolling around. There will be some insurgency type stuff, so just be aware of that. As it grows, this might be a weekish long event, I think you said, Ellery.
Yeah, we're going to try to shoot for that if it goes well.
Yeah, so that means it'll start Monday, it'll end Friday. It'll be going in between, so whenever we get active members, we will be going over there through planes and stuff like that, land, fight, and stuff like that, gain some stuff. There will be some civilians and stuff going in between that don't want to do the fighting, but just want to witness it. We might have a few journalists and stuff like that, so try not to fire at them or anything like that, because that will be war crimes and stuff like that, even though we are
do not shoot unless fired upon.
Geneva checklist.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, we are going to be trying to stick to this as possible. There will be at least 2 MPs on, just to make sure everyone is doing what they need to. Second we get there, it's going to be a martial law type status, so that means we are going to patrol around, try and be realistic of police. Don't just start murdering everyone that you see because they're not following your orders. But do let them know that it is martial law. They will have to follow orders. If they don't, they're going to be arrested, and they will be held in a place, okay? If anybody is willing to get off the island, just check their ID and stuff like that, and we'll let them through. We'll take them on a plane. From the plane, they'll head back over to where the designated AOP is.
I'd like to try to get any civs, everything that comes in to check in at the FOB, so then High Command can place them where they should be around for you guys.
Yeah. So another.
You should see a white vehicle or a vehicle that's going to be out of question that you guys are going to notice that don't touch that, and we're going to get everybody over.
That's how I call an entrance.
Are we gonna have
That
F-16
is-
ordinances?
Yeah. So we will probably have a 1 or 2 aircraft go over every like hour or so.
If Stu is gonna be on, then it should be 2, because I'm for sure gonna be an F-16.
Absolutely.
F-16 and CF-18. Anyways.
I mean, too bad we don't have that colored smoke. So, like, if anybody, like, we need a.
It's not an air show.
No, but if we, like, you know.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're just talking inside the meeting room inside Discord. We're inside the VC.
No, just like colored smoke, so we can, like, if we need airdrop or guns from an A-10
Welcome to the meetings
going
too.
across, we can blow the
Um,
fire in smoke or something. Yeah.
Holy shit, we're getting everyone in here. Goddamn.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
hey, Bino.
Yeah, we can definitely use flares for that. That just lets the
We're getting everyone in here. This is the best fucking meeting ever.
Right, just lets
Okay.
the aircraft know that we are friendly over on one side, and that's what they're trying to shoot at.
So another thing is the people that are in game, I might take us on a little plane ride over to the carrier, because all military will be starting on the carrier itself. Even though Canada doesn't own one, but regardless, we're going to be starting on the carrier. That will be the base operations for all high command. Certain high command positions might rotate in between, except for obviously the general, unless he wants to go there to see what's going on.
Well, let's back up just a little bit. Catch me up here. What's going on?
Okay, so essentially Monday there's going to be a military event where a bunch of people are going to be.
So an island takeover, something like that.
Sorry. Probably 10-15 minutes.
For an
Yeah, we'll
extent.
be on duty after the meeting, which will take like 10-15 minutes.
Basically, what this is happening is going to be a military deployment. They're going to deploy the military onto the island. Then they are going to have a martial law. There's going to be civilians, news reporters, as well as
Yes.
insurgents.
So
Yeah.
how this will work is before the actual event will properly start, JTF2 and JTTF, or sorry, not JTF, that was disregarded. Yeah, so JTF, both will be landing probably 5-10 minutes before the actual full event starts. We will land somewhere through a helicopter and plane. Nope.
Okay. Let me know, because I can spawn the stealth helo, so it actually runs a lot quieter.
Are you talking about the stealth annihilator?
Yes.
I was gonna see if Alex or someone could make a roll that will allow us to have access to those certain things.
I'm
For
almost
military
certain.
time.
I'm almost certain that one does. I just forget. I'm gonna have to find out from Alex what we set
then.
that under for the roll.
All right,
But
then.
yes,
I
I gave him a list of helicopters to add to that list, and the
then.
Griffin was one, and that stealth one was another, and the Buzzard.
All right. Yeah, but those are separate. So essentially, like I said, that's how we're gonna do it. We might have maybe a water landing APC. Make sure your trigger discipline is going to be on point. We don't want to be shooting anybody that's not actually really part of it. They're just civilians that are doing their thing. They want to witness it. So just be aware of that. Make sure if you see a gun on them or anything that they're reaching for, be very cautious. Because if they pull out something that's nothing to worry about, we don't want to shoot someone over that and have to write a big ass report about that.
And sometimes they'll come up, they'll take your food, your rice, the supplies that you bring in, and at night they'll start doing pop shots at you at night. So it's gonna keep you on your toes to see.
Cameron, have you not heard any kind of the meeting inside Discord?
I've heard. Wait. Did I get kicked out of Discord?
No, you're inside the meeting room. It says so. By the way, who just left?
Bino.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't hear some of it. Last part, it was when, Cool asked for, like, a recap.
Oh, Stu asking. Okay, so essentially all we said is we're going to be storing stuff on the aircraft carrier and stuff like that.
Alright.
It's
Using
not for
using the bridge as the control room.
the bridge. Yeah. So essentially, the entire aircraft carrier will be kept as like a control or a high command center. So that's where we're going to meet. So after JTF2 does their thing, as well as JTF does their little assault there, we'll gather everyone up. I will take everyone through a briefing of what the defenses and all the offensive and stuff is set up as, and then we will plan accordingly. We will land at the
Sweet.
beach. There will be several civilians that will be armed and stuff like that, all across the island, obviously trying to keep it a lawless land, in which we are going to take it over, hopefully get some law over there, and yeah. It's going to be a fun time. We're going to have a fun time of a week. If you can hop on, we'll have some fun. If you can't, then hopefully you can hop on the next day. You know, that's essentially the meeting. We're going to have a great fun time. If you guys have any questions or if anybody has anything to add on to...
And again, I have it broken down into two rotations over. So if we have a good amount of people, Roto 2 can go in and play as, you know, terrorists and or civs, and we can always swap back and forth. At the same time, it allows me to find out who is active and on duty and who's not. So with that being said, guys,
I do got a couple of things before it's done.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So again, things are going to be changing. So I'm back in command now too. So this is the military was my baby, and I've been hearing a lot of bad things about it. So in the time that I've been gone, so basically, it's going to kind of go back to the same way it was. There's a lot of things that are going right. There's things that were going wrong, which I do believe have been corrected with Bird and everybody on that end. Yeah, there's no free nilly-willy shit, right? We if they're inside of the wire, free to shoot with reason. So you have to give them warning. You can't just fucking buddy comes through the gate and you gun them down. You have to at least try. And if they have a gun, I don't care, free game. But if they don't comply and you try to stop them and stuff like that, then give them a warning shot. And then if they shoot back, well, then it's free game. But there's no, no shoot first kind of thing unless provoked. Try to work with the local law enforcement as much as you can. Give them the courtesy. So if you're in their jurisdiction for whatever reason, let's say because we are in charge of the FA portion of it, so we have 4 airports, but Grapeseed is a privatized airport, so whoever flies in and out of there is on their own terms. But Sandy Shores Airfield, somebody's on it, we can arrest them. No shoot on sight there. It's not a shoot on sight type of thing. But if you are on patrol from Sandy Shores Airfield back to the base or back to your zone, and you pull somebody over for speeding, call an HPS or OPP guy. Just let them know.
Yeah,
maybe have them on scene or whatever.
Just to update you with that though, is we can't actually go over to the airfield. That is no longer really our jurisdiction to head over there. We must have a HPS officer with us to head over to the airfield.
Since when?
Since the town hall meeting. That's how it goes now. Is we must have a HPS officer occupying. They must be with us for us to be able to operate with inside our jurisdiction for whatever reason.
Bird set up all these patrol zones, and they don't make too much sense. But basically,
I can tell you exactly why that's happened. Is because of the free shooting and stuff like that, and it's put a bad taste. The military almost got shut down, from what I heard.
So
Apparently, they still want to shut it down. From what I heard from Walker, they want to turn it to RCMP instead.
Yeah, well, it's that's not going to be happening. So, but we have to keep our nose clean. So, I also want to say these convoys that's been happening frequently, tone them down a little bit.
The reason why I've been doing those ones is because the event that's happening on Monday. Because realistically,
that's fine. I'm fine with that. But if you're going to, like, I know Walker, you yesterday in Polito, you had your truck parked there in front of the PD, blocking traffic for like an hour, and you were AFK. Just delete it and go off to the side or something like that. Like, those are big vehicles.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't be parking and covering roads and stuff like that. Like the local police officers are still doing their jobs, right?
Yeah. Besides that, you know, even if the AOP is down in the city, like, you're free to be at the base, right? We do also have, so the airport in the city is ours at 901, right there. We have a satellite office in that building. It is now a full interior there. So we do have a satellite police station in that airport, first floor. All the locks in there are set up for MP. So you can go down, you can take a look at it. There's jail cells in there. There's an office or like a front desk and stuff like that. So you can definitely use that place too, if you're down in the city or here, whatever. Besides that, I just want updates on things. You guys are running it and stuff like that. I just want updates and to be let in, because I do find out everything. So,
Makes sense. Copy that.
All right. Well, that's gonna conclude the meeting. Okay. I will be talking with a few other people as we go along. So tomorrow at, we'll say 8:20. We'll say around. What do you guys think? 8:45, 8:30, 8:35, around there. All right. So then, all the JTF2 members that are currently in here, we will be heading out then to scout the island, probably around 3:25. Or sorry, 8:25. I don't know why I said 3:25, but 8:25.
So what time are you gonna have the civs starting to meet at the island?
They are gonna go there probably, I don't know, whenever they get on or whenever.
If we're landing at 8:25, then they should be there at like 8:15, 8 o'clock.
We'll talk with them. We'll put it in. I'll go into their Discord.
I don't want them waiting too long, but I want enough time that they can, situate themselves and get them whatever they want to get to.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. We don't necessarily need like all the recon. Yes, that's obviously important, but we'll gather that.
I mean, if you're coming in with TAV Vs and stuff like that, it's only fair that they have something that can fight back with them, right?
So
yeah, but
that's why I'm saying
I think that when
TF2, when they go in, they'll scout out where we're going to be landing, and then they'll have time to set up as well.
Yeah, it's recon. It's not, fire only upon if fired upon. If you have a silencer, then use the silencer. But it's
you use
the JTF2 guys. They go in and out. They shouldn't even be known that they were there.
No, I'm meaning when the main troops come into play there. But
I might spawn a couple of technicals and stuff like that for them.
Right. Try to use the TAV Vs more like as cover and armor than using that 50, because there's nothing that can really compare to that.
Yeah.
All right. No.
I don't even have access to that.
Yeah, it would be a separate thing that probably administrator, not even, probably only.
That's something that Alex has to, or not Alex, but Chris has to turn on or off. It's not even like I have access to start and stop liver or fucking resources and stuff, but that's not a resource. That's through the back end files.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm almost positive that there's a headgear in game that will allow you to use actual night vision. Behold, like
I mean, I have
rounds.
a sniper rifle that I can spawn for myself that has thermal or night vision.
So
Right,
do I, but I just don't use it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's gonna fully conclude the mission, or meeting. I don't know why I said mission. So yeah. Any LEO officers, feel free, or any MPs, feel free to go on duty now. We will have to operate within our jurisdiction, which is just Route 68 for that reason. So yeah.
I'm gonna work on that.
Yeah. But, you guys can head out now, get back on duty, and, we'll have a meeting tomorrow at some point, probably around, like we said, 8:35, and, yeah, we'll get everything underway.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Stu and Ellery, can you guys go up to war room?
Yep.
I don't even have access to that, which is interesting, so.
I'll regular.
Alright. Oh, and
Did I drag the right person?
I will train you for transport in the loop.
I'm not sure.
Last time I was on. So there's actually jurisdictions now?